Sairam students, welcome back. Let us start the second chapter of EVS 2, History and the concept of time, part 2. But before starting, let's take a short recap of the previous video, that is part 1 of history, the concept of time. In it, the first point was division of time and the timeline. Next, we saw Common Era, Christian Era, then time before the Common or Christian Era, measurement of time and method of measuring time. And today we are going to learn historical periods. What is history? History is a science that tells us about events that happened in the past. Students, it means the study of past events. Now the next, every bygone moment makes up the past. The past is the subject matter of history. This means the events that happened in the past, and that is history. And now let's see one example. For example, in a broad sense, the period of history goes back to the time of the birth of our solar system. Our solar system came into being about 4.5 billion years ago. Students, which is our planet? Yes, Earth. So, next is, our Earth is a planet in the solar system. So, it is presumed that the Earth was also formed 4.5 billion years ago. Presumed means imagined. Students, tell me, how old is Earth in years? Yes, 4.5 billion years. Next is, the span of 4.5 billion years since the Earth's formation is a vast period of time. It is not easy to grasp this entire period all at once. Grasp means hold, means it is not easy to hold this entire period all at once. It is necessary to divide it into a number of stages in order to understand it better. Now, divide means partition. In mathematics, you have learnt it. So, it is necessary to divide it into many stages in order to understand it better. Next is the time in history. The time in history is divided into two main periods. A. Prehistoric period. B. Historic period. Now, let's see the first point from it. What is prehistoric period? Prehistoric period simply means before history. Students, pre means before and history is the record of human events. It refers to the time before human civilization. Second is the prehistoric period is that period for which no written records are available to write its history. Means we didn't have any evidence to write history. Next is what is historic period. Historic period. The historic period is the one for which written records are available. Means we had evidence to write history, the period in which, and by using the written records we can write history. For example, students, this is the timeline which indicates important events in the life of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, 1630 AD to 1680 AD. Now the first is the birth of Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj was born on 19th February 1630 on Shivneri Fort, Ahmednagar, Maharashtra. Next is 1645 is Oath of Swaraj. Students, at the age of 16 on 27th April 1645, Shivaji Maharaj took the Oath of Swaraj. It was Oath of Freedom by Shivaji Raje. He encouraged his followers to strive to attain their ideal of Hindavi Swaraj, which was an oath refusing to live on slaves. The oath was taken with Lord Rareshwar as a witness. There is a large portrait of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and his friends inside the temple. Next is 1666, escape from Agra. Shivaji Raje reached Agra on June 11, 1666, accompanied by his son and a small force. When he reached the Mughal Darbar, Aurangzeb ignored him. Shivaji Raje realized that this was the right moment for escape, and on August 19, he along with his son broke out hiding inside huge baskets of sweets. Next is 1674 coronation. The coronation took place on 13th day, that is Trayodashi, of the first fortnight of the month of Jyeshtha, 6th June 1674. At Raigad Fort, the ceremony was conducted as per the Shastra by Gaga Bhatt of Varanasi. Many religious ceremonies were performed before the coronation. And the last is 1680, death of Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj died on 3rd April 1680 at Raigad Fort, Raigad, Maharashtra. Now the next is, what is scientific method of measuring time and establishing age dating. The first point, the methods of measuring time enables us to identify a particular day, month or year with respect to an earlier day, month or year. This means the method of measuring time empowers us to recognize a certain day, month or year with respect to an previous day, month or year. For example, if it is June, then we know that the earlier month was May and the next month will be July. See the next example. If today is 23rd of June, then we can tell that tomorrow will be the 24th of June and yesterday was 22nd of June. Thus, when we measure time, we actually measure its length. Now the next one, second point, information about the events before the beginning of the common Christian era can be obtained with evidence buried under the ground. Students, this means the events before the beginning of the common era are mentioned as having occurred before the common era, and information about some of these events can only be obtained with the help of evidence buried under the ground. Now the next point, with the help of scientific method, we can determine the approximate time of the events. Now it means with the help of the broken man-made artifacts and fallen structures, we can determine the time of the events that took place thousands of years ago. Now the next is, what is dating technique? Dating technique means carbon-14 analysis and tree ring analysis methods are known as dating techniques. Next point, by using these dating techniques, we learn how old the layers of soil and the remains found in them are. Then we can determine their period approximately. Means, by using this method, we can understand that how old the soil is and the man-made artifacts and fallen structures are, and can decide their period approximately. Now let's see one example. For example, if an earthen pot is estimated to be 5000 years old, with the help of dating techniques, we can say that the earthen pot dates back roughly to 3000 BC. Then we can conclude that the period of the culture to which the pot belongs must be around 3000 BC. Students, this example tells us how the period is determined approximately. Students, what we have learned today? First was historical period, then scientific method of measuring time and establishing age dating. Now let's do activity. Fill in the blanks. First in the blank. Dash is the period for which written records are available of the event. And the answer is yes, good, historic period. Now let's see the second one. Dash and dash methods are used for dating, establishing the age of the event. So what would be the answer here? Yes, very good. Answer is carbon 14 analysis and tree ring analysis methods are used for dating, establishing the age of the events. Now the next in the blank is the span of 4.5 billion years since the Earth's formation is dash period of time. And the answer will be yes, good, vast. Now students, we have completed our period here. That's all for today. Let's meet in the next period of history. Till then, Sai Ram. Thank you.